We had a little rainfall last night, so the rainforest is a little wet and also very slippery. Number one things, please do not pick up anything from the forest floor. The hike is about 3 hours long. We're going to be going 1.25 miles in, 1.25 miles back down.
There are 3 activities here. There's the skyline, which doesn't take any effort. There's the zip line, which is going to take a lot of adrenaline. And there's the hike, which is going to wear you out. The guides are very knowledgeable and you can ask them anything.
Yes, it is a fruit. This is just a small version of it right now. It gets like 4 or 5 times the size of this. Drink like a smoothie. Yes. So that's star fruit, carambola, 5 things. Ficus ends up with a hollow center. Slowly, it starts to close up and then looks like a normal huge tree growing there.
These trees and their roots wrap around anything. Remember the day of the Triffids?
The water in the ravine is being collected and goes to community in Barbano. So this is where Barbano they get their water from. They treat the water and then that water is being distributed in our pipes in our home.
Adrenaline Zipline 6 starts here and goes right down there. But by the time you've reached this point, you may wish that you'd taken the zip line instead of the hike.
There are several varieties of snakes in the forest, which is why I've been looking down a lot of the time, because there's a boa constrictor and a poisonous one, so it makes me a bit nervous.
Behind every tree being strangled is a zip line waiting to thrill you. But we're here in the forest looking up at these huge trees, and the very straight ones were originally used for carving out canoes. Needless to say, it's very hot, so while some of us splashed ourselves with water to cool down, others looked for crabs in the rocks.
None of the mushrooms are edible. You can't drink the water, only the locals can. If you hear a bleeping sound, it's not a mobile phone, it's a tree frog.
Maho. It was brought to St. Lucia for reforestation. When they brought them here, they discovered the stems of the trees that can be used for the light or lamppost and also any general function.
There are 18 sky lifts on a loop, so when one stops at the bottom, the others all stop, giving the guide a chance to explain the flora and fauna.
They're gondola aerial tram. It's a tour as well. So they get to pass through all 5 layers apart from the ravine. After that, they get to do a trail walk. So that tour is about an hour. You go 1.25 miles in, 1.25 miles back down. But if any emergencies on the trail walk, the Jaco Trail, we have no other choice to put her on the aerial tram to go down. Excuse me 1 minute.
Yeah, massive.
Yeah, when you keep going, just reach at the top and I'll come between you guys.
There's a termite mound there, very high in protein.
Okay, so there's a vine on the stem of the tree here. Okay, we've been seeing a lot of that when we started the tour. That's the first stage of a vine that we have here. The second stage, the leaves, you can see that the leaves of it are getting bigger and they're like shooting out. The third stage is when all the seeds are going to fall off and the vine itself, as you can see, it has scraped off the tree. The unique thing about it, water can be found in there. In every 3 feet of the vine, you can get 1 liter of drinking water. But the vine has to be the size of your wrist, no bigger, no smaller.
However tired you get, don't be tempted to lean on a tree and shake it, because some of them have ants in and they'll fall down and get inside your skin. But you can get them out with alcohol, so. Shoelace fern. That's the frog with the...
Yeah, some of
There's a cocoa pod.
We're going to learn all about chocolate in Grenada. See our film on St George's.
So this is just Chardonnay wild chestnut, massive roots.
Don't fall in that mud.
This is the top station for the air gondolas. We've actually climbed up 1.5 miles.
Oh wow,
Yes.
it's a lovely view.
Here is better. Sun here. Here is better.
Hopefully, the way down will be easier.
Remember, guys, you stay away from the yellow line.
They also do a zip line at night called a luna, and apparently on every platform you see a tarantula.
They get to reach about 60 to 80 feet. But the tallest, the height that they have to reach about 120.
So you see the fur on the tree, the hummingbirds use this to make their nests, and they're sort of like an espresso cup when they're finished.
You've been digging a lot. Is it?
Where is he? He looks like he's peeping out at.
I'm going down, getting stronger.
The top of the trees is the emergent layer, and it's the last layer of the rainforest. That's the tarantula's nest. But we don't think he's there. Frankincense. And this is the frankincense tree. At the bottom we walked through a small spice garden where the spices smell really fresh, and we saw some hummingbirds. There are 3 things you can do here. There's the hike, there's 2 zip line experiences, one with 8 lines and one with 9 lines, or there's an airway so you can see the rainforest. There are great facilities, ample toilets, there's a cafe and a shop. All in all, it's a brilliant experience. Sitting on the deck relaxing, reading a good thriller. That's what cruising's all about.
Doris helps you investigate cruising with a little bit of knowledge up front. Please share and follow us on Facebook.